Good morning, YouTubers. Well, it's quite early on, it's Christmas Eve, and I think I've woke up first. Wife's still asleep somewhere. I think she was playing musical beds last night. I think she's upstairs with Lady Faith. But someone pointed out to me, this is completely new, wasn't aware of this one, there's a website called Radar online, and the exclusive story in today's news is that Queen Camilla declared war and plotted to take down bride-to-be Meghan Markle before she got married to Harry, apparently. You can read it yourself. I'll just show you briefly. It's there. I don't need to read the whole article to you, you get the drift. So it's Christmas Eve and she's now attacking Queen Camilla. She just can't stop, can she? You know, she moans that people are talking about her all the time on the internet, and then she just invites it, doesn't she? You know, going live with that on Christmas Eve, which is today. She just finished a Netflix documentary last week, 6 hour of nonsense. And it's now reached boiling point between now Queen Camilla and there's Brian. So she's saying that Camilla hated her before they actually got married. Now I know Trevor was mentioning D-notices yesterday, but I don't really think that's necessary. I don't think it would work, as another way of putting it. But what I think the most practical way of doing something would be, the King has a lot of influence, The Queen always had a lot of influence. They don't need to order people to do things. They can make requests. For example, if Buckingham Palace wrote on behalf of the King to all the news media outlets in the UK and the television stations and said the King has requested that you don't mention his son again. Don't do any articles on them, don't put any pictures of them, don't. I think you'd find that most news outlets would respect, I say most, because there's always someone, isn't there? But most of it would just stop. You wouldn't report on them ever again. But there's Americans, of course, American news outlets in the States that the King obviously has no influence over, will continue, but they'll just be ranting in America, and unless you pick up on it by going to American websites. I take it this is an American one, I don't know, I'm assuming it is, Radar, I've never heard of it, don't know anything about it, it's the first time I've ever seen it, so, but it goes on and on about King and Camilla. It's clearly been written by Meghan Markle, hasn't it? Yeah, I think it's American. Honestly, don't know. No idea. Copyright 2022. No, it doesn't give any inclination as to where it's from. Well, yeah. I mean, the woman and him and his wife, they can't complain that people talk about them if they're splashing their kippers on the internet and in the news every 5 minutes, can they? They really can't. Same goes for any politician who's up there with his face. You know, people are going to say things, they're going to say things. Take Nigel Farage, for example. He's a guy who's into politics. There's loads of people out there that like him, there's loads of people out there that hate him, you know, and people are going to talk either way, and you can't stand up there and expect people not to comment on things that if you're a politician and you've put yourself there, people will talk about you. And same with the royal family. The royal family are up there and the British people are paying for them, okay, and they're interested and they will talk about them. They can't. But where do you draw the line? This is the thing. Where do you draw the line between talking about them and harassment? Because I don't know if you know, there's a YouTuber, quite a successful YouTuber in the UK, recently gone to prison in the UK for 5.5 years. And he was accused of harassment and stalking online, you know, sending people emails. And he had a YouTube channel, a very successful YouTube channel, and I did watch him for a while. I was subscribed to him for a little while, and his channel went down, and I didn't go back to it. But one of the things he did was he'd slag people off, you know, people in the media. I think one of the people, I don't know who the people were, but one of them was like a local DJ, small-time television presenter. Nothing big, nothing major, you know, but he obviously didn't like this guy, and he just slagged him off on his channel, and he was taken down. He was arrested, and he was given 5.5 years for online harassment. But where do you draw the line between criticising someone and harassing them for years? Because apparently he had been harassing them for years. He'd been emailing them and looking for material for his channel, I suppose. You know, it's easy to get sucked into a world where you're chasing ratings. If you start talking about one particular subject, let's say I was picking on King Charles III, right? For some reason, I'm not, but I'm just using that as a hypothetical scenario. And there was a lot of Charles III haters out there, and all of a sudden I got 1 million subscribers. I'd be like, whoa, and you can see people going down the slippery slope, because, you know, you say, well, I'll do a flight sim video, and nobody watched it. But 10 million people watched because I was having a go at Camilla or something. You can see how people will go. It's a trap, isn't it? You can put your foot in it and you're stuck there with your subscribers, and then you get the haters that come along, and then they go, reporting it, and you can easily finish up in jail for harassment for 5.5 years. Like, that's what happened to, what's he called? Alex Belfield. You can Google Alex Belfield, and you'll see he's in prison this Christmas, and he will be there next Christmas as well, and the one after, by the looks of it, just for having a YouTube channel and harassing people. But I don't think, you see, these two will say, oh, anyone talking about them is harassing them, and they'll throw the race card in as well. Oh, they're racist, they're only picking on me because I've got dark skin. Well, she hasn't got dark skin at all. I mean, she hasn't. Her mum has, but she hasn't. And so that's what these people do. They'll just throw all kinds of dirt, and they'll take you out of context. Oh, he said this, he said that. And it's just typical. That's like the chosen weapon of these people that just throw shit at people. They just quote you out of context. There's loads of YouTubers that their whole channel is quoting people out of context, slagging people off. And when you go on their channel and look, they're having a go at loads of different celebrities and all quoting them out of context, just for a thumbnail and a bit of clickbait. And the whole channel is based on clickbait, because you get there, you click on it, and it's just a load of bollocks. And they'll probably tell you that they were in the SAS as well. And you think, okay, you're just full of shit. Block. But until you've trawled through like loads and loads of channels, you're just not going to know, are you? Clickbait is there. People do create channels just for clickbait, just to get you to go click on it. How many times have you clicked on something and gone, oh, just wasted 3 minutes of my life there? Well, there'll be lives later on, don't forget. We're on Fiona's channel today. We're going to do lives on Fiona's channel. There will be quite a few. I believe she wants to do about 3 at various times of the day. And of course the main one will be at 6 o'clock Central European time, which is 5 o'clock in the UK or 5:30 Sandringham time. Just to add confusion to the recipe. So yeah, if you're interested in the latest onslaught where she's slagging off Camilla, it's on Radar apparently, whatever that is. Thanks for watching.